Hi, I'm Reagan Reddick. My pronouns are he, him. A fun fact about me is that I like photography. In the bottom right corner, there's a picture of a photo that I took myself at my niece's second birthday. After I finished drinking water, I took the plastic cup I was drinking it out of and turned around and took a picture of this flower right here because I thought it had nice colors and was getting hit by the sunlight in a way that would look nice. And I think the photo turned out pretty well, though the resolution got a little bit messed up in the process of moving to the slide. Two values that are important to me are spirituality and creativity. I'm going to begin with spirituality first because it's the basis by which I value all of my values. For me, it's the underlying principle of everything, and it's how I view meaning in my entire worldview. Everything is based off of this. So I believe spirit, just looking at the definition here, is the vital principle or animating force within living beings. And I think that spirit is throughout all the world and humanity living according to it, as we are beings that naturally came out of this world, the natural world, the biological world, the world imbued with spirit. We do well when we're living in accordance with it. Somebody that's been really influential in my world philosophy, my worldview, is Nietzsche. And here in the top left corner, we have a book about him called The Affirmation of Life, Nietzsche on Overcoming Nihilism. And his idea that we need to change values towards an affirmation of life is something that has really resonated with me. And I disagree with Nietzsche in many ways, on many important fronts. I think he's probably the most influential philosopher on my own thinking. And I think that all values should be judged off of how they affirm life, because the vital principle or animating force of a living being, spirit, is the underlying principle of everything, in my view. Now, moving on to creativity, I think that it's fundamentally connected to spirituality. And I'd like to use my bottom left picture of these three Greek statues as an example why. Here we have three material objects. They took something inanimate, material, marble, and through applying something that only humanity can, a creative force, they were transformed, transfigured, and transcended into the realm of being life affirming in themselves. These statues are something that imitate life, but not only do they do that, they do it beautifully. And within each viewer that looks at them, they're adding fuel to the spirit or the animating force within that person. So I think that creativity is something that's very unique in the sense that it's the highest form of bringing more life or animating. It's the highest animating force that any organism is capable of, and it's uniquely human. And then in the top right corner here, we have a painting of Apollo. And I just think this is a really good representation of the connection between the spiritual and the creative, because Apollo is a figure with many associations in Greek mythology, many of which Nietzsche covered. He's associated with things like he is a sun god, so he's associated with the sun, which itself, especially in Greek thinking, was associated with beauty and the truth and reason and these sorts of things. So he is a very divine figure. He's considered to be representative of many virtues of goodness. And here we have a beautiful painting, and it's an example of somebody creating something with their own creativity that's supposed to beautifully mold and represent goodness. It's supposed to be something to look up to and admire in its beauty. Thank you for listening, and I hope to get to know you all.